I've been Hell's bounty hunter for hundreds of years, and if I didn't work with metal, be it by blade, song, or steed, the Hellbender from within would take hold. After Ragnarok, throughout the 9 realms, I became known as HELWAR. And I had but one final mission to complete, for Helnora to set me and my brother Rekbold free. This is a yarn taken from the last day of my saga, where some surprises from my past come back to haunt me. In 106 pages of inky black and white, coffee-stained photocopy, gore-shredded Viking metal in a comic, and brought to you by way of heavy metal record size and form. In this campaign, I'm offering physical and digital versions of the book, as well as traditional art, pages, sketch cards, and commissions. And all first day backers will receive a free sketch card of a random character from the HELWAR universe, as well as the title track, the MP3, HELWAR. Through hell or war, you're gonna ride with me. Beyond the ages, we want to be free from Ragnarok. And then we'll be made the better of slightly nightmare. We serve from the gate through hell or war. You're gonna ride with me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. Today is the Barbarian Brunch, and it's episode 8. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. A bunch of stuff for the brunch. It's a big week. Sorry I couldn't make it last week. Been going through a lot of schedule switch up, so we're probably going to try to go around this time forward. So we're hoping to do that. Been a lot of talk about Conan lately. We did a little live stream about that a few weeks ago. Arnold Schwarzenegger was talking about it, but just to touch base on it, I was thinking, like, we're lucky to get a Conan movie. The movie theaters are closing right now. We probably won't get another Conan movie. If we do, we'll be lucky to get Arnold Schwarzenegger, 80 years old, in a Conan movie. They're probably not going to happen. The theaters are closing, much like the comic book stores, So I'm excited. I can't wait to see that movie. They've been working on it off and on for like 30 years or something like that, 20 years. But I'm going to stay optimistic. I'm going to get my hopes up. And I'm hoping that they do get the ball rolling on that, because they've been working on the script for like 7 or 8 months. Shouldn't take that long. It really probably shouldn't take that long to write a good pulpy script. What's up, Creators Outlet? Thanks for stopping by, man. Seen you in the chat a few seconds ago. King Conan, yeah, King Conan with Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're probably going to base it off of Hour of the Dragon. I'd say at first I was saying that I think that they should do Phoenix on the Sword, the first story that he wrote. But if it's the last Conan movie that we're probably going to get in a theater, I probably would say, yeah, definitely do Hour of the Dragon, because that's his greatest hits. That's Robert E. Howard's greatest hits that he basically kit-bashed into a novel form for a British publisher. So you got bunch of the pirate stuff in there. You got the Scarlet Citadel. Scarlet Citadel would be good too, but I just see him. I see the more. I don't know. I see either Hour of the Dragon or Phoenix on the Sword. Phoenix on the Sword, I see him as like that. That's like his, like the vibe I get from it. That's like the oldest Conan. That, like, for me, that would even be after Hour of the Dragon. I'd have to go back and double check everything, but we're gonna get the pronoun Conan. No, I don't think so. Frederick Malmberg seems like he's pretty legit. He owns the rights to Conan, and he's been signing off on all the stuff that that's been coming down the pipe for the past 3 years or so. But yeah, we're gonna be lucky to get a Conan movie, guys. If it's Arnold or not Arnold, it's got to come out soon, because these movie theaters, I don't know, and a lot of it hinges on a movie that's coming out in June, which we'll go over today. But I wanted to go over some Primal. I don't know if you guys seen the final episode, but for me, that was it was almost a tearjerker. It put Spear in a predicament that I didn't see coming. I didn't know how he was going to handle it, but I could show you guys a little bit of it right now, hopefully without spoiling too much of it. So let's see here. We add it to the stage. So they basically captured his whole family, you know, the people of the Black River, and that's actually a nod to Robert E. Howard. There's a lot of nods in here because Spear and Fang is Howard's first book or tale that he ever wrote. The Black River, you know, that's one of my favorite Conan stories. And these people actually live by a Black River that's comprised of this black goo that he drinks, and it hulks him out. Now they're getting hulked out. So that's his baby mama right there. That's his queen versus Fang right there. It looks so cool. I didn't see that coming. It was hard to watch this. It's like the most metal way to like kind of go after, you know, to get somebody is make your family fight each other, right? On roids, or you know, on the black goo. And yeah, man, I didn't see that coming at all. I think also that that black goo, I think that they're drinking out of the Black River, I think that's going to be like a major part of the of just the universe of Primal. Because after this, it's going to be going into a anthology format. So I don't know if he's going to run it like a Western for a season, or every episode is going to be different. If I was him, I would probably pick one season per genre. Otherwise, he's going to be kind of doing a lot of stuff. Or, yeah, I don't know. It seems like it might be easier that way. But if you're doing every episode's a different genre, that would be really, really cool. But a lot of work. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, and the series keeps throwing you curveballs. I didn't expect none of it. Every time I think that I have this show figured out, you know, I don't. it switches it up. I don't know nothing, you know. Brutal, man, brutal. And I love how they like brought in the two little, you know, the twins. It's crazy seeing them get all, you know, like that. And I don't know, it just makes you wonder what other characters, you know, if they drink that throughout the show, like what would happen. There we go. That's a good shot right there. Spear unchained. And so as he's drinking this goo, it's actually restoring his life. And I think at the same time, him finding his family is also bringing him, it's grounding him to coming back, you know, to being his former self. So it's kind of like Benjamin Button in this in a way, you know, which I think is really cool. And the show did not end the way I thought it would end, you know. So we're just gonna leave it right there. I don't want to spoil it. It's the best show that's been on TV since I would say since Ash versus Evil Dead. It's just the best show. It just nothing holds a candle to it. I know it's animation and there's not really spoken word in it, but what they have done with this show is just phenomenal. It's our generation's Conan. I'm gonna do a video diving deeper into how it is our generation's Conan. Let me check out the chat. Let's see here. The stuff Grim Jim Zub has been doing. It's great work on Conan the Savage Sword. Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Great. Yeah, love the animation. And he's actually friends with them, so they've had talks. And the guy that does the show, he actually sent them like a press package for season 3. Genndy Tartakovsky. And this is on it's on HBO. So you know. It's also on Cartoon Network first, but then it lands on HBO after. But it's all on there right now, and they normally, like the YouTube channel, Cartoon Network, they'll have marathons where they just play the show over and over again, you know. But it's crazy because well, if you haven't seen it, I want to spoil it for you. But it's epic, it's badass. You can keep talking about it forever, you know. Things just very very easy to talk about Primal. Got to get me some Primal shirts. Yeah, Spear and Fang. And his love for Robert E. Howard is just he wears it on his sleeve. You could see that yeah, he just loves it, you know. So go check it out, guys. If you haven't checked out that, it'll eventually be on Paramount. It might be, yeah, since they're buying everything up now, you know, and everybody's always switching hands. Yeah. And speaking of Conan, I don't know if you guys have been reading number 30 like Creators Outlet has, but let me show you what they got going on over here. They got this new villain right here. He's called the I believe the oh, I forgot his name. It's the tooth, that's not Children of the Tooth, but yeah, he's a Man of the Tooth. I forgot the name, but it's pretty badass. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, really cool character though. Hey, what's up, Kahuna? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. How you doing? Yeah, here it is. It's just labeled kind of weird. Son of the Tooth, that's his name. Son of the Tooth. All right, let me bring that up. And the children are born. They children in the corn. All right, here we go. I'll try to. That's him right there. He's checking out the tracks. You know, he's looking at Conan. I try to zoom in a little bit more on this guy's, but it gets too blurry and it kind of messes with it a little bit. But digging that, man. Very, very cool. Very, very Attila the Hun. Very Genghis Khan inspired. You can tell. And yeah, let me show you more. It's got like that paint. He basically like killed all of his siblings and took their teeth and wears them as necklaces. And he works for this cult. And he's their top assassin, and he's going after Conan. Great issue. Number 30 was one of the best issues in a long time, and I love all the issues. So, it's just getting better and better. Got another Braithwaite poster right there. He's doing all the artwork. That's it right there without the dress. Cool little fight sequence right here. I did a review on this too if you guys want to go check it out. But yeah, that's it right there. So they're gonna start up with a battle for the next issue. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. Let's see here. And we also have the new Savages coming out tomorrow too as well. Been pretty busy, huh? That's good, man. Busy's good. You know, it sucks sometimes, but busy is good, I'd say, you know. So we have the new Savage Swords coming out. Let's see here. And I think it's pretty monumental in some regards as far as who's writing it. Let's see here. Right. Trying to catch up with me. So we got right here, new Savage Sword. And it's going to be written by, the main story is going to be written by Roy Thomas from, you know, Conan fame from Marvel, and with artist Robert Del Torre. So you're going to get almost like old school Conan again. They did another story before. I think it was a story that he had written prior, but I think this is a new one. I think Robert Del Torre might even have a story in there or something to do with the script as well. And we're going to get a silent Solomon Kane story in here with this pretty cool artwork. A little different. Kind of reminds me of that movie Klaus. I don't know if you guys have seen that. J.K. Simmons plays Superman. He plays Santa in there, or he voices him. Before he did the Red One Santa, he did two different Santa roles. But yeah, you're gonna get a Solomon Kane story, and you're gonna get a Roy Thomas story illustrated by Robert Del Torre. So looking forward to that. That drops tomorrow, guys. So you can go pick that up, and it's gonna have more in their pinups as well. They always have that good stuff in there. I think it's always worth the money. I'm always looking forward to it, and not only that, it only comes out once every other month. So it's 3 years that it's been going on. Some books are better than others, and I think they're getting better and better. You know, as opposed to like the first couple issues they were doing. Let's see here. I get my books shipped out once a month, so you're gonna have a big old box on the way. Yeah, there's been a lot of great books coming out right now. Yeah, there's Barbaric is a pretty funny, like kind of tongue-in-cheek Barbarian sword and sorcery book. It's pretty funny. And then Headlopper's coming out pretty soon. I got to put that one on my poll. So there's a lot of good stuff. Also, yeah, Liam Sharp's he's going to be doing another one. and he's also doing Dark Ages Spawn right now. So that's phenomenal. I've been really digging that. I've been busy listening to dark fantasy and reading low-key romance manga. The true dichotomy of man. Yeah. Liam Sharp. Yeah, he's totally underrated. Someone did a tweet, someone did a tweet about like most underrated artist, and I put, oh, that's me. I'm just joking, like I'm nothing, But then I said, yeah, go back my book, just being funny. And I just like listed all the artists I could think of that I think are kind of underrated, because there's a lot of them that are, like I said, Capullo, obviously, like he was one of like the 50 or so I named, but he's probably one of the top 2 in the industry right now. But I still think he's underrated. But then I named a bunch too that that are in our scene, and a bunch of people, When I mean by underrated, for me personally, I mean like the work needs to be studied and kind of like this guy's really good. Like for me, Capullo does a great job with like different perspectives and stuff like that, or outside the box, as opposed to a lot of the other cats that kind of came out around the same time he did. Let's see here. Liam Sharp stories are insane. Yeah. And I want to do Greg the Todd copycat. Yeah. I think he definitely had a little bit of Todd, but then I think he found his voice for sure. A lot of those guys kind of drew like that, But I think he definitely found his voice. Yeah. But I was watching this movie. You guys probably seen it. It's called Fire and Ice. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I'm bad with artist names. What do you think of a comic where the writer is also the artist versus a collaboration between writer and artist? I think it's the same thing, man. There's no real big difference to me. I think the writer, and usually like usually it's better if someone writes it and an artist does it. But there is there's numerous artists or artist writers. There's tons of guys out there that write and illustrate their own stuff. Just a lot of people throw Frank Miller out there a lot, but there's tons of them, dude. There's just at least 2 dozen. But I think that's cool. I think they're both cool. I think that when a writer or when an artist writes his own stuff, it could come from more of a personal place, more pure. So there's always that. And sometimes it could be maybe a little heady too. I don't know. Just depends. Oh, it's a Blu-ray. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's actually on Tubi right now. I just I've been watching it like a lot. I just kind of wanted to go over it a little bit because it's metal as fuck, and it's important. It's an important movie to watch in the Barbarian in the Barbarian realm. Let's see here. Got a nice little poster right there. Let me see if I can get this going a little bigger, guys. Yeah, that'll work. But that's a Frazetta poster. It's made by it's directed by Ralph Bakshi and Frank Frazetta. He probably co-directed and he helped. And that's beautiful poster. You got Dark Wolf up there. He's like that generation's Conan. But I'll go ahead and read this. Fire and Ice is an 1983 American animated dark fantasy film adventure directed by Ralph Bakshi. It tells the story of a warrior named Larn who seeks revenge against an evil queen and her son, as well as to save the kidnapped princess Tegra. The film, a collaboration between Bakshi and Frank Frazetta, was distributed by 20th Century Fox based on characters co-created by Bakshi and Frazetta. It was made using the process of rotoscoping. That was really cool. It really felt like you were watching a live action when you're getting into it, and somewhat an animated Frazetta piece. That's what I really loved about it, and I think it's important. In which scenes were shot in live action and then traced onto animation cells. There's also a documentary out there too. You guys could find on YouTube. The screenplay was written by Jerry Conaway, creator of The Punisher, and Roy Thomas. Again, very important. 2 badass writers, both of whom had written Conan stories for Marvel. The background painter was James Gunry, the author and artist of the Dinotopia illustrated novels. See, I didn't know that. I loved the Dinotopia stuff growing up as a kid. The American painter Thomas Kincaid, who also worked on the backgrounds to various scenes. Peter Chung, the creator of Eon Flux. See, I loved Eon Flux, and I'm pretty sure he did. Probably had some work on Phantom 2099. That's a great cartoon. Sometimes that's on Tubi. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna jump over here real quick to you. So this is coming out on 4K Blu-ray. It's definitely worth buying. Get your Blu-rays going. I think it's more common in foreign comics. Yeah, it definitely is. Back to Fire and Ice tabletop games. Still waiting for it. Okay, and they put out a comic too with Necron that's written by Frazetta's granddaughter, Sarah Frazetta, that came out through Diamond about a month ago. I was looking forward to that. So what's up, Billy Power Max? Thanks for stopping by, man. Right. Yeah. Wasn't there a bad animated kids movie, Two Dragons, called Fire and Ice? You know what? There probably was. I haven't seen it though. Yeah. So I'll read some more of this right here because I think this is pretty cool. Let's see here. We'll go through the plot a little bit. Well, actually, you know what? I'll skip that so you guys can watch that some more, and you go watch it yourself. But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you. I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys a trailer. You know, I want you guys to like, what is this? Wow, you know, this is cool. Why don't we have more of this? Oh, what's up, Matt? Yeah, Little Rock. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, let me get that trailer going for you guys. I was trying to find a good one, and it's on Tubi right now, guys. So if you download the Tubi app on your phone, you can watch it at work or when, you know, whatever you're doing, or you can, you know, Tubi's the shit. That's my favorite streaming site. I put that above everything. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every now and then we need to get stuff to watch. Like I had to get, you know, HBO for Primal, but Tubi just has so much cool stuff that I didn't even like ask for. It's like impulse watch, you know, when you go to the store and you're like, oh, like today I picked up some summer sausage because I want to make, you know, some charcuterie. Kids love it, you know. Same thing with Tubi. There's just so many movies on there that are like impulse watches that you've never even heard of. Let's see here. Tubi is Thunder. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I need to get on there. I got 2 more episodes of Thundar left, and I love Thundar. For me, it's like he's like the bridge between Conan and He-Man, you know? Like He-Man is like roided super Conan, you know? And he's kind of somewhere in the middle a little bit. Let me see if I could, in my opinion, let me see here. From what I've read from so far. Having a great day today. We're supposed to be getting some rain out here too. I'm looking forward to that because once it gets hot, it gets hot. There ain't nothing you can do about it. There ain't nothing you can do about it. It just stays the summer. Like once we have like one heat wave in the spring around here in California, it just stays summer. I ain't complaining too much though. I got it pretty good. That's why we're out here. It's because of weather. So let me big in that. Let me get in there with that. And here we go. Hopefully it'll play. That's what's up. Okay.
In an age of myth and legend, the world trembles before the power of Necron, master of evil, ruler of ice. Again.
So, yeah, Necron's a super badass, like warrior wizard. Or at least he can control ice, which is freaking cool. And he's riding this glacier, and he's got like a castle, like an ice castle that's built into it. It's pretty fucking metal.
Against him stand Tigra, princess of Firekeep and captive of the ice demons. Larn, Tigra! Last of a mighty warrior tribe.
And I love these characters. Like Frazetta always loved drawing cavemen and like primal, like primitive man. You know, similar to like Spear. Or, you know, even that's the way he depicted Bran McMorn even in his version of it. And that's how the Picts look in Howard's version. You know, similar to that. And, you know, the way he describes them, like in Kings of the Night.
And her only hope of escape. And Dark Wolf, mysterious event.
This guy just sells the movie. Like he was the first thing that I ever saw was Dark Wolf, and I was like, dude, that looks like kind of like Conan and Black Panther and Batman put together, dude. That looks fucking rad. Like he's so cool. I want the toy.
And sworn enemy of the Ice Tyrant. Their courage will be tested. The challenge.
And then when I seen Dark Wolf, I was just thinking, like, man, like what's he gonna do? You know, like he's so crazy. And they're riding around on pterodactyls in here, and the fight choreography is awesome. The dude's pretty huge, and when you hear his voice, the Dark Wolf, I mean, you guys have probably seen this a million times, but I think he's got the perfect Conan voice, man. He sounds great.
Which must be met. The final battle between the armies of the cold and the keepers of the flame is about to begin.
That part was badass, dude. He had like the sickest entrance right there, man. Just hacking fools. And it's very plausible, you know. And when I was thinking about that, I was thinking about Dinotopia, and the guy worked on it. I mean, it's not really that far fetched, but then I also started thinking about, you know, Howard and also the hieroglyphs of you know, dinosaurs that were around back in the times. Possibly like the last remnants of dinosaurs were around some people in South America. That's why they put the hieroglyphs there. They were coinciding with them. And I was thinking, what if pterodactyls stuck around, and what if they were riding those things around? Wouldn't that be cool?
Fire and ice.
Look at that logo.
The visual imagination of Ralph Bakshi
Badass.
and the dazzling artistry of Frank Frazetta.
Look at that. Look at all the names on there. Sweet, man. So cool. So cool. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about you guys. Let me catch up with you guys. Let me catch up. Sorry. See, loves the Wizards. Yeah, Wizards are awesome. See, Ultimate Kahuna. I had some Hawaiian food last night. Love Hawaiian food. Wife makes killer spam musubi too. I could put down like 8 of those things. There are a ton of old fantasy. I still need to watch. Yes, that's what I'm doing now. I'm going through specifically for fun and for this show. This is for the Barbarian Brunch. Oh yeah. I don't paint my nail either. I smashed it. So just in case you guys are wondering. Some fools do that shit. I know. By the way, Matt, I backed your book. Hope the campaign is going well. Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah. We'll probably we'll check that out here in a little bit too. I'll do a little shilling like that. So if you guys are watching, you want to go grab a coffee, and we'll get back to the, you know, I'll do a little bit of both. I got to though. I got to get that book made. We still have about 40 something days. Tubi and Thundar, Fire and Ice, Heavy Metal. Yeah, dude, Solomon Kane, etc. Yeah, it's got all the goods on there. This looks rotoscope, but really good. Yes. It feels like Frazetta's work come to life. And you know, obviously it doesn't have that painterly look like a lot of the new animations do. Like it started with Into the Spider-Verse, you know. Some of it looks good, some of it looks kind of overdone. I've seen the art of this guy for sure. See, Dark Wolf is like Death Dealer. He is. At the very end, they do the Death Dealer pose. He's up there. I think Death Dealer and Dark Wolf, wouldn't that be a cool comic? Death Dealer and Dark Wolf, you know? That would be so badass. Who wouldn't buy that? Let's see, in Africa too. Yeah, and India. Exactly, with the dinosaurs, right? Yeah. So awesome. Yeah, man. Well, I guess we could show my campaign right now, since it's right up there. We'll do a little talk about that. We'll go over that for some of you guys might not have known, but I launched my book I've been working on for about 3 years. 2 weeks ago on Michael Bancroft's been on a bunch of shows in support of it. People that have had me on, I appreciate you. And yeah, this is my book HELWAR. So we're at 48 backers right now. So we're about halfway there. So it's pretty cool. Just for format, just to let you guys know, the book is going to be almost 12 by 12. The whole idea behind it for format and concept, I want it to look like a heavy metal album, you know? So when you pick it up, you're like, oh wow, and it's all in black and white too. And the artwork is going to be really, really, really gritty, grimy, sludgy, dirty. You're gonna see whiteout in there, coffee stains, stuff like that. I'm gonna probably even add more stuff, even more to that. It's gonna look photocopied too as well, even though I scanned it on my Epson workforce. But yeah, all black and white, 106 pages, and it's about this bounty hunter that works for the goddess of hell, which is Helnora in my book. And his bounty hunting is actually his moonlighting. During the day, he plays in a band called HELWAR, which he's a guitar player of, that he named after himself and he founded. And he also has a shop where he works on cars called Volking Repairs. And this story takes place in the last day of his last job, basically. He has one more bounty to get for Helnora, and then he's going to be set free from her curse, and also his brother. And this is right here is a beautiful cover by Preston Acevedo. That's the variant cover. This right here is a poster you guys are going to get if you back the physical book. That's of the Hellbinger. So and get to that basically HELWAR, if he doesn't play metal, slay with metal, or you know, work with metal, he'll turn into this beast right here, this Hellbinger. It's mindless beast, similar to like Hyde or Hulk. You know, the Triple H's: Hyde, Hulk, Hellbinger. And so yeah, you guys will get that. It's yeah, this is them playing a show in the beginning of the book. The band's going off right there. So yeah, he's going to be on one final mission, and then, you know, he thinks he's going to be set free, but you know, it's never really like that. It's never really like that. So, hey, what's up, K-pop? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Dark Wolf is dope. Hey, how's it going, Dr. Mask? Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, man. We had him on a few weeks ago, and I'm all out, but hell yeah, brother. Keep kicking ass. Oh yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Nice seeing you. So yeah, he basically has to deal with Helnora telling him one thing, and you know, she's giving him one final mission, but he knows it's the last mission because what she's asking of him is it's just huge. It's a huge ask, you know. And she kind of tricks him a little bit. She uses things to her advantage, you know. But the beginning of the book, it opens up in Death Valley. He has to take on a biker gang. There's a lot of different gangs he's got to take on through the book. Yeah, I can't wait for people to read this. Guys, I got the first 13 pages up there, so you can kind of, you know, take it for a test ride. The book, the tone of it is kind of like Army of Darkness, so it's fun. You know what I mean? And it's pretty much done. I've got the letters done. I'm going to go in and tweak them a little bit. It's with the editor right now, too. And I got a couple other people looking over it, too, as well. And yeah, I just got to go in and tweak a couple things, which doesn't take too long. And just, yeah, basically just tightening up some like little bolts. Nothing crazy. Everything's done already. So, but yeah, that's it. It's going to have some back matter in here, too. Hopefully, if it gets printed, I'm going to put all the pieces of fan art, or it's not fan art, but artist work and art gallery of people that drew HELWAR. So we have let me go over the tiers real quick up at the top. Let's see here. So the print edition, we have that one right there. It comes with the book with my cover, the glow-in-the-dark guitar pick, the poster, and a bumper sticker. Just I threw that in there. That's $20 plus shipping. And I'm only shipping to Canada and in the US right now, guys. I'm sorry about that. But it just kind of is what it is. Don't make dollars, don't make sense. And that's why I put the digital up on here for $13, so you guys can check that out. And again, you can check out the first 13 pages. There's a link right up here on the campaign. We also have Preston's cover right there. It's going to be limited. That one's $5 more. Comes with the pick, the poster, and the bumper sticker. People are scooping up that one too. And then we have both covers right there for $45. We also have the Death Valley sword fight. Let me see if I could find that. This was a fun piece to do. I really had a blast doing it. Let me see if I can show you that, because I put the art tiers up here that yeah. So right there, he's fighting Hornface, and I love this character. Hopefully, I could use him again in some capacity. Let me see if yeah, I definitely want to use him again in some capacity, but he might not. He might not make it if you catch my drift. Maybe not. Let me try to make that a little bigger. So that's, you know, that's the original art right there, and that's for $125. And it comes with the digital copy of the book. It also comes with everything in the printed tier. You know, so you get the poster, the sticker, the pick, and you get the book. So there's that. Then I got a couple commissions left right there. That one's $300, but you're going to get an 11x17 commission from me. Basically anything you want in black and white. I'm going to do this traditional, but I'm not doing an NSFW, and I'm not doing furry shit. Also comes with the glow in the dark pick and bumper sticker. Also comes with both my version of the book and Preston's cover. Sorry, both of our covers. So, and this will ship anywhere in the world. And then that's pretty much it. The other original art tiers sold. I might throw some other artwork up on here. I was thinking about doing that. That might be fun. But yeah, that's the book right there. I had a blast working on this. Some more pages. And yeah, that's him right there, about to get down and take on these black metal elves, guys. And if you guys want to check it out, let me I got the link in the description, but can also throw it in the chat too. Let's see here. A lot of good books out there right now. It must be hard for you guys. See, like a lot of us just kind of put our books out. And we've been working on them for years. I know a few people that have been working on books that haven't released anything for like 2 years, just like me, and we all put them out in March. So yeah, there's that, guys, and hopefully you guys can go there and check it out. Check out the first 13 pages. Now, without further ado, we're going to check out that Masters of the Universe trailer. The new one just dropped right now, a few hours ago. You know, my thoughts on it. I can't wait. I'm excited. You know, it's just crossing everything off. You know, don't really have too many complaints about the movie. There's nothing really, for me, it's just, if I was to complain, it'd be kind of nitpicky. But it's pretty much got everything that I'm looking for. So let's see here. Masters of the Universe. Let's see if it plays real quick. Try this real fast. They're making me drop gears like crazy on here. Making me drop gears.
If you don't remember me.
So I think that's a pretty cool way to start the trailer. You know this is a different type of He-Man. He's been gone. Most people have seen the other trailer, and now he's coming back, and you're going to see a lot of like Fisto. I think that's Fisto right there.
I know all of you.
I love that right there. It kind of reminds me of like if they were going to make a He-Man ride, but you're going backwards out of it. It's even scarier. Cool shit. Love that they put Cringer in there. I didn't have to do that, but they did.
Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth, I never stopped trying to get back home.
Again, love how they put melodic metal guitars in there. You know, sounds like the music that I listen to, just minus the vocals and the double bass and blast beats. Sounds great.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone.
And none other than Solomon Kane is his father in here, James Purefoy himself.
Skeletor took my family.
There he is. And we got a. So that was a pretty cool laugh by Skeletor. It wasn't the high-pitched laugh. He looks like that he's going more of the route as Frank Langella did. You know, Frank Langella didn't do that. He didn't do that shit either. He went more baritone, which sounds dope as fuck.
Destroyed our world.
It's all my fault. I know how it feels.
A lot of people are crying about Man-at-Arms. I think David Harbour would have done a good job, personally. But I like Idris Elba. He's pretty cool. I think he'll do great.
Supposed to fail. Take the sword. And when you fall.
So we finally get a Trap Jaw right there. I'm not going to rewind it, but he looks pretty badass.
That's your chance to stand tall.
Pretty cheesy one-liner. When you fall, it's your chance to stand tall. But I mean, you need punchy, like quick one-liners. It's a good one-liner. You know, why do we fall, Bruce? To learn to pick ourselves back up. You need quick, punchy shit like that. Thing is, how long is it going to take for him to get to that in the movie? You know, is it going to be like, you know, 2/3 of the movie? That's going to kind of suck. Hopefully he gets that power at least halfway through. I think that'll be cool. You know, I would try to make it at least like almost like before halfway, like maybe like a little more than a third, but it is what it is. It depends on if the movie's good or not.
The universe shall quake in my shadow.
So you got the Joker voice. So not the Joker. You got the Skeletor voice. So my main takeaway is I think it sounds awesome. I think he's definitely, unequivocally, 100% channeling Darkness from Legend, Tim Curry. He sounds like he's definitely inspired by that. That's me. You heard it here first.
This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it. But I can't do it without you.
Somebody wants to brawl.
I need.
Again, I'm loving the metal. Like a lot of people don't like metal in movies, and it is hard to pull it off. It's hard, you know. But if you do it right, and I think they're doing it right, I think it works good with this movie.
Every man, woman, or whatever that is.
Yeah, and things aren't always what you want. You know, always like it could be him writing Cringer, you know, instead of Battle Cat. I mean, that's cool. You know, he's got his Adam stuff on. Let's see here. Dr. He-Man was my younger brother's thing, not really mine, but this looks good. Yeah, it was my thing growing up, you know. As you get older, you go and you find Conan, you go to the source, you know. Then you go back in the middle. I just found out about Thundar. I thought Thundar was a ripoff of He-Man because I never watched Thundar. And now I know he's in the middle. He's definitely first. And I was very Kirby. You know, a lot of people worked on Thundar. I love Thundar. I think it's just as cool as He-Man. I love He-Man too, you know. But Conan, man, he's got to be my favorite character, man. And I'm loving the way this looks too. I watched it on my TV on my 60-inch, the trailer with my son. We're both pumped up, and it looks so much better. The just like the rocks and the grass and the foliage, everything looks so good. It looks a lot better. I can't wait to see this on the big screen.
You may have the power.
That was totally Tim Burton right there. Tim Curry, sorry.
But you're too scared to use it.
Oh, even more to use. Like it sounds so much like Darkness.
Trust me, I know how to use it.
That wasn't a bad choice by whoever went with that decision for that voice. You know, and we can't hear the cackling all the time. Like that shit gets annoying.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet. It just makes you sound.
I know a lot of people are really up in their feels about the voice. It's got to be the cackling, you know. I would have liked it too, but at the same time, this sounds just as good, you know. And I'm down with hearing something new, and it does sound new. He has a new voice, just like Hamill put on a voice, and Franklin Jayla did a voice, and Leto puts on a voice, and Leto gets a lot of hate. I know he's like a cultist and shit, but some of his movies he does a good job. Like he is a good actor in some things, you know. I think his Joker was hit or miss. Thought he was a little too, I don't know, flamboyant for me. But no, I think he looked good as a Joker. But I thought he could have did a little bit better job. But yeah, I think the dude gets a ton of hate. You know, from my friends and family, a lot of people hate him too. But I think he's a decent actor.
A little very crazy.
So there's that. Loving the music. The movie was basically tailor-made for me. Let's see here. Yeah, you love Thundar, huh? Yeah, it was great. Yeah, but I was just reading the comments, dude. People hate Leto. You know, my homie Brian hates Leto too. He hates him too. But it's like, damn, you know. I heard Tron Ares was pretty good, and I heard homie put up his own money for that. And I know he's in a lot of movies, but you tend to get a lot of work when you stay in shape. You get Oscars, you know. I know his movies, not all of them make money, you know. So I could see probably why people say that, but I don't think he's a bad actor. I don't think it's all because of him. Not all the movies he's in, he's the main character either, or the main antagonist or protagonist. So Morbius, I don't know about that one, homie. I started watching a little bit of it, but the whole like I'm gonna CGI your face, I don't know why they CGI'd. That's like the one thing that really kind of chapped my head was that I didn't like that. They did that in that show Grimm. I thought that show Grimm was kind of cool, but there's just something about when they CGI faces that could be properly done with makeup. Like if you just get like a Rick Baker or a Rob Bottin or Greg Nicotero in there, or a young one, an apprentice that wants to get in there and put on the makeup. Morbius should not have had a CGI face. Like I get hung up on this stuff because like I'm sitting there trying to take the movie serious. I'm like, why did they do that? You know, I don't know. But yeah, no, I think his Skeletor looks cool. A lot of people saying that his body's CGI. I don't think it is. I think he's in a muscle suit. He's already got muscles, so I just think they put him in a suit like they did with The Rock in Moana, like they did with Ron Perlman in Hellboy, just to kind of puff him up a little bit. and he's not even as roided as big as he's not even as big as he is in the toy form or even in different medias. He's usually like the size of Arnold Schwarzenegger big. I think the size in the movie fits with He-Man. I think they're both, they fit okay. They're both like kind of realistic. But if they made him super big, yeah, that'd be cool too. But it is kind of hard to swing the swords and the spears around when your arms, you can't go back all the way. Some people could do it though. I mean, a lot of people talk trash on bodybuilders saying they can't touch certain, like they're not that flexible, but some of them are. I thought Arnold did a pretty good job with the Atlantean sword and Conan, But there's just some guys though, their backs are just probably there's some of them Jersey guys, some of their backs are just so big. They can't really touch their back. But can't wait for this movie. I'm gonna try to be there opening day. I want to show you guys this other book that's out right now. If you guys are into the Barbarian stuff that we're putting down on the show, you got to check out the Atlantean, guys. And I backed this book last week, I think. I've been picking these up. Every time they come out, they put them out. I'm gonna pick them up. And this one's out right now. It's on Fund My Comic. I think Fund My Comic is an awesome site. Great people over there. I think if you got an audience, you should definitely launch on that site because it's made by comic book creators and creatives for creatives. So it's a good place to go. It's still like it's still it's been around maybe about a year or two now, so it's still pretty young as far as I'm concerned. But this is it right here, and they're taking on the story of Tuzin Thune, and that's one of the few stories with Cole the Conqueror. Let's see here. Yeah, the Atlantean does rule, man. I love it. Yeah, and they're probably kind of selective of what they're doing because a lot of Cole doesn't have as many stories as Conan. I think he's got like 5 or 6, something like that, and then a lot of poems. They're hard to find, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any more out there. And the cool thing is this is more about the prestige. Like they're taking the ball and they're writing with it. Loving this artist right here. His name escapes me, but he does a lot of the European Conan the Barbarian covers. The painted covers are freaking awesome. The cool thing about buying this book now, guys, if you buy it, you're going to get a print of this, without the trade dress on it. This is a really cool painting, You could put it in a frame and have like a whole little Atlantean gallery. That would be pretty cool. This is it right here. They're doing a new thing with the tones in here and switching it up a little bit. Still looks fantastic. Loving the way it looks. It's great. Yeah, been trying to tell everybody about this. You guys got to get on it, Stygian Dogs, Tennessee Flats, loving it. Yeah, so come on over here, guys, and back this book. It's only it's pretty affordable, guys. It's $15 plus shipping, and the book itself is it's pretty big. It's pretty massive too. They're big books. They're like the old Savage Sword of Conan, big magazine size, black and white, and they're pretty good page count. And they're putting them out 3 times a year, so you're getting these big books, So I can't. Yeah, it's one of the best books that comes out like in comics every year. As far as indie and mainstream, what have you, it's a must. It has to be bought. You guys got to get it on here. So let me put the link in the chat. And I would tell you guys about the story too, but I don't want to spoil it. But there's definitely this house or this manor, this mansion filled with these mirrors. He goes in there and he starts tripping out. If you read the actual Cole story, it's pretty baked out. I'm gonna put Atlantean 4 because they first started with the Shadow Kingdom, then they did 1, 2, 3, and this is like the 4th one. But it's technically kind of like the 5th with the team, like low key. So if you guys want to go over there and check out the Atlantean, that'd be awesome. Again, if you guys are fans of Savage Sword of Conan, you're gonna love it. I think you really will, or even just like Conan in general. I think you guys are gonna really dig it. So, but there's just so much good stuff coming out this year. It's really like a Barbarian year. And before I forget too about Masters of the Universe, I think if that movie does well, then you're gonna get a Conan movie. I heard from some people around the grapevine that a lot of things are hinging on that movie for major studios, for sword and sorcery and Barbarian movies. because before Conan came out, they were already making Barbarian movies like globally, all kinds of, Spanish companies and I think it was like Argentinian, South American companies, Italian. They're all making Barbarian movies. Everybody was making them, even before Conan like came out. Some of them got out before for that, but it was all because of the Howard buzz and the Conan buzz, And He-Man is super Conan to a certain degree, mixed with Thor, kind of Thundar as well, but it all comes back to Conan, baby. He's the main one. He's my favorite Robert E. Howard creation. There's a reason why he sticks out more than all of them, And I love Solomon Kane too, but going and reading all the Conan stories, I'm like, a lot of my boys love Cole too, but not Conan. He's still the numero uno for me, man. He puts it down, and he's just done so much in his life, Yeah, like it's very inspiring to see a guy that fights every day, and he fights and lives to the concept of it could be his last day on Earth, because when he dies, they wander around like in an eternity. It's like hell from HELWAR. They're just wandering around like Helheim in the cold darkness. Fucking sucks. That's what Crom has. And Crom he just gives you what you have. He gives you life. And that's it. You can't ask him for nothing. So he's just that's why Conan's running around. He's meeting women. He's drinking. He's fighting. He's having a good time. He's getting coin. He's ruling. He's slaying. He's pirating. He's doing it. He's living life to his fullest. I think we all should. I think we all need to do that. But I got another thing for you guys too. Something really cool. Something I covered on one of my other shows probably about a year ago on Metal Movies and Brewskis. We're gonna check on that right now. And I got real giddy when I seen what they were doing with it. Let me clean up my toolbar real quick. Starts to get a little crazy sometimes. There we go. Very nice. But it's a game, guys. It's a game. All right. And for me, the thing that comes closest to Conan is the Conan game on was on PS3, and it was made like 20 years ago. The game takes a while to kind of for you to unlock moves, like Conan does like gut rips and does all kinds of crazy stuff. In the game, you could take your dead enemy's weapons, and that Conan game was great, But this one's looking cool. And I know there's a lot of other Conan games, but that their world of Conan, that's cool. Like, but right now, and up until now, I've never really wanted to play them. I want to be Conan. I don't want to be in this. I want to be in the world, but I want to play as Conan. Because he's the best. I want to be. He's cool. I could go in there and make a character. I could go make HELWAR in that world or a Barbarian dude, but I don't. I want to be the damnedest bastard that ever lived. So let's see here. Damnedest dog. Oh yeah, and this game isn't Conan, but it's definitely Howard inspired, 100%, 110%. This one's called Crowned in Steel. So let me try to make it a little bigger for you so you can see what's really going on. Let me line this up a little better. This is a trailer right here, guys. Music. Philodorus. Oh, a little choppy. A little choppy trailer. It was choppy a little bit, but yeah, let's check out some of the pretty much what you saw. Ooh, damn! Looks like Vlad the Impaler got in there. Wow, wouldn't want to go there. Pretty fucking metal. Yeah. So like this looks like kind of like a Conan game, but the way it's not, but it is sort of inspired. Looks great. But I just wanted to show you guys that. let me bring it down a little bit and tell you about it. Crush your enemies, struggle against fate, and become the usurper in this brutal action adventure game inspired by heroic classics. Let no one stand against you. By Severin Games. It's going to be on Steam. You guys can play the download, or you guys can play the demo right here. It's not fully out yet, but yeah, looks like a really fun game. Mature content. Okay, the game includes combat-based action-adventure gameplay with depictions of dismemberment. Yeah, players will encounter scenes where enemies are partially dismembered during combat. Yeah, there's a bunch. All kinds of other stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I'll put the link in here, guys, if you want to go and play the demo called Crowned in Steel. And I was looking for it. I'd seen it on Twitter like a while ago, and I couldn't find it. But found it now, and it's right here. Let's see here, Crowned in Steel for the demo. Let's see. It should be there. A little bit lagged up. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty much it for the show, folks. I usually just go about half an hour or an hour, covering some topics. I already got stuff lined up for you for next week too. Looking forward to that. Definitely going to be picking up some Savage Sword of Conan tomorrow. So expect a review coming shortly. And then probably going to be doing a couple more reviews as well. There's a bunch of other books I want to read that I want to put out there. Show you guys what's cooking out in the mainstream. Because there's not a lot, but there's a pretty good amount. There's a pretty good amount. There's some kind of stuff that I'm not really into out there. But we're in the dark ages of comics, guys, and we're slowly hitting the Renaissance too. So it's a good time. We're basically seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now, So that's always going to keep me optimistic. Looking forward to what's ahead, and I'm going to keep making comics. One thing that's never going to change though is indie comics aren't going nowhere, and neither are the Barbarians. They're always going to be around. So I'll be seeing you guys later. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you, the three guys watching. Thanks for hanging out. You guys are awesome. Have a happy Taco Tuesday, and get ready for the Wednesday Madness, the Bridge Day. So I'll be seeing you guys next time. Have a good one.
On the sand, the man, as the covers open, me and my hammer and a sword. I start stowing, cold as stone, with my bruise and breath of sound ready to grow. Will summon to weather the call of the old timers, and my voice once heard.